In the quiet rhythm of morning, when the world is still stretching awake and your body is calling for nourishment, the first meal you choose is far more powerful than most people realize. For seniors over 70, breakfast isn't just about satisfying hunger. It's about setting the tone for your entire day, priming your energy, stabilizing your metabolism, and giving your brain the clarity it needs to stay sharp. Yet far too often, what ends up on the plate is dictated by old habits, outdated beliefs, or sheer convenience. Toast and jam, sugary cereal, coffee and a pastry. It may taste comforting or feel familiar, but the truth is, many of these seemingly innocent choices are quietly robbing your energy and burdening your body with inflammation and fatigue before the day even begins. What your body needs at this age is different from what it needed 20 or 30 years ago. Your digestive system becomes more sensitive, your blood sugar becomes more volatile, and your cells need more targeted nourishment to stay resilient. That means a breakfast high in sugar and processed carbs can leave you drained by 10 a.m., even if you've had a full night's rest. Instead of offering fuel, these meals spike your blood glucose rapidly, then drop it just as fast, leading to that familiar mid-morning crash. It's not your age causing the fog or fatigue, it's what you're feeding it. And once you begin to understand that, everything about your morning can start to change for the better. The ideal breakfast for a senior over 70 should focus on 3 essential principles: stable energy, anti-inflammatory benefits, and easy digestion. This isn't about restriction or eating bland, joyless meals. It's about choosing ingredients that work with your body rather than against it. Imagine starting your day with a warm bowl of steel-cut oats, topped with walnuts and a handful of berries. Not only rich in fiber to support gut health, but filled with omega-3s and antioxidants that fight off age-related inflammation. Add a side of Greek yogurt for a dose of protein and probiotics, and suddenly you have a breakfast that feeds your energy, supports your immune system, and keeps you full until lunchtime without that crash. Protein, in particular, is often neglected in senior breakfasts, yet it's one of the most important building blocks your body relies on as you age. It helps maintain muscle strength, keeps your bones solid, and stabilizes your blood sugar. When protein is paired with healthy fats, like those found in nuts, seeds, avocado, or even a boiled egg, you're giving your body long-lasting energy that fuels activity, supports mental alertness, and protects against that creeping fatigue that so many chalk up to just getting older. But it's not age, it's chemistry. And chemistry can be guided by simple, thoughtful choices made every morning at the breakfast table. Another mistake many older adults unknowingly make is skipping breakfast altogether. Maybe you're not hungry when you wake up, or maybe you've been told that eating less is better. But going without breakfast can be a major energy thief, especially when you're over 70. Your body's metabolic processes need a signal to begin working in harmony. Without it, your body may slip into a sluggish, energy-conserving mode, making you feel weaker, foggier, and more fatigued throughout the day. Even a small, nutrient-rich meal can reset your system, wake up your digestion, and give your organs the fuel they need to function efficiently from the start. And while adding the right foods is crucial, avoiding the wrong ones can be just as life-changing. That cup of flavored yogurt or that healthy granola bar might look like a smart choice, but read the label and you'll often find they're packed with added sugars, artificial flavors, and preservatives that sap your vitality and strain your liver. Processed breakfast meats like sausages or bacon might satisfy your salt craving, but the saturated fats and nitrates inside them increase inflammation and raise your risk of heart issues. The solution isn't to live in fear of food, it's to live with awareness, to begin your day as if your health depends on it, because it does. When you make that shift, when you begin to see breakfast as your most powerful tool instead of just a routine, you're not only supporting your physical health, but honoring the decades your body has carried you. This is the meal that should speak to your strength, your wisdom, your desire to thrive. It's not about perfection or restriction. It's about care. It's about waking up and saying to yourself, I choose to nourish, not deplete. I choose to energize, not exhaust. I choose health. And once you begin there, everything that follows in your day, your movement, your focus, your mood, starts on solid, steady ground. Now that you understand the importance of breakfast and how it can become a cornerstone of your health, it's time to dive deeper into what your morning plate should truly look like and what it absolutely shouldn't. One of the biggest misconceptions among older adults is that fruit juices and cereals marketed as heart-healthy or fortified are beneficial choices. But the truth behind those colorful boxes and bright labels is sobering. Many of them are loaded with sugars and chemical additives that have been proven to cause energy crashes, mood swings, and even long-term damage to kidneys and blood vessels. Orange juice, for instance, might seem wholesome, but most commercial versions contain as much sugar as soda. And without the fiber of the actual fruit, your body absorbs that sugar like a jolt, spiking your insulin and draining your energy within an hour. And cereal? That crunchy bowl of flakes or oats, especially the flavored ones, is often hiding behind health claims while quietly sabotaging your system. They're usually stripped of their natural fiber and fortified artificially to make up for what processing has removed. The result is a food that digests quickly, leaves you hungry again too soon, and adds little real nutrition to your body. Instead of fueling your morning, it leads to inflammation and fatigue. Seniors over 70 especially need to watch their sugar intake closely, not just for diabetes or weight reasons, but because sugar can accelerate cognitive decline, weaken immune responses, and increase joint pain. All things that compound with age when left unchecked. A better approach is to look at breakfast as your chance to deliver slow-burning fuel to your brain and muscles. Eggs, for example, are a near-perfect food. They contain high-quality protein, healthy fats, choline for brain function, and lutein for eye health. Scrambled, boiled, or poached, prepared with just a touch of olive oil or served with spinach or tomatoes, they provide energy without the crash. Pair them with a slice of whole grain toast, not white or heavily processed bread, and you're already ahead of 90% of breakfast tables across the country. Add half an avocado, and you've introduced potassium, magnesium, and more heart-healthy fats into your day, all of which support senior health in a deeply nourishing way. Many seniors also overlook hydration in the morning, which is another silent contributor to fatigue. After 6 to 8 hours of sleep, your body is dehydrated and your organs are crying out for water. Coffee might be a morning ritual, and in moderation, it's fine, but it doesn't replace what your cells are truly thirsty for: pure, clean water. Starting your day with a glass of water, possibly infused with a splash of lemon for added vitamin C and digestion support, can help rehydrate your body, flush out toxins, and wake up your system far more effectively than caffeine alone. In fact, some seniors have reported improved mental clarity, better digestion, and even fewer aches and pains by simply beginning every morning with water before food or coffee touches their lips. Another often ignored part of senior nutrition is fiber. You need it now more than ever. It helps with bowel health, cholesterol management, blood sugar regulation, and even supports your immune system through gut health. Incorporating fiber-rich foods like chia seeds, flax seeds, oatmeal, berries, and leafy greens into your breakfast can profoundly impact how you feel, not just that day, but long-term. The gut-brain connection is very real, and the more you feed your beneficial gut bacteria, the more your entire body reaps the rewards. Even a smoothie made with unsweetened almond milk, a handful of spinach, half a banana, and a scoop of protein powder can offer an incredible burst of clean, digestible nutrition that carries you throughout the morning. But what truly sets a health-conscious breakfast apart is intention. Are you eating out of habit, out of convenience? Or are you choosing to begin each day with purpose and power? It's not about perfection. No one gets it right every single morning. It's about stacking the odds in your favor. Think of every breakfast as a decision to support your independence, your energy, your sharpness. You're not just feeding your body, you're fueling your future. And this mindset shift, this simple awareness, becomes the foundation of a life lived vibrantly, even in your 70s and beyond. Once you begin to connect the dots between your food and your function, your choices will naturally evolve. You'll start noticing how certain breakfasts make you feel bloated or sluggish, while others keep you alert and steady. Your taste buds will adjust, your cravings will shift, and over time, the idea of pouring sugary cereal into a bowl or relying on processed breakfast meats will feel not just outdated, but out of alignment with the vibrant life you're building. Because at this age, every day matters. Every meal is an opportunity, and breakfast, more than any other, is the meal that determines whether you move through your day with strength or struggle to catch up with your own body's needs. Now let's talk about one of the most underestimated yet powerful elements of a senior-friendly breakfast: protein. As the body ages, muscle mass begins to naturally decline, a condition called sarcopenia. Left unchecked, it can lead to weakness, poor balance, and an increased risk of falls. But the good news is this: protein isn't just a post-gym supplement for bodybuilders. It's a daily necessity for every senior who wants to remain strong, steady, and full of life. Including quality protein at breakfast helps maintain lean muscle, supports metabolic function, and even stabilizes blood sugar throughout the day. Cottage cheese, Greek yogurt, tofu, and even lentil pancakes are excellent ways to pack protein into your morning routine, without the grease and sodium of traditional processed meats. And don't forget nuts and seeds. A small handful of walnuts or almonds can provide healthy fats, a boost of fiber, and critical minerals like magnesium and zinc, all vital for bone strength, immune defense, and brain clarity. Adding chia or flax seeds to your oatmeal or smoothie doesn't just improve texture. It adds omega-3 fatty acids that support heart health and reduce inflammation, especially important for those managing arthritis or cardiovascular concerns. Plus, these tiny additions are effortless yet mighty. They don't require cooking or prep time, and they fit seamlessly into the foods you're already eating. These are the habits of people who age well. Small, consistent actions with big, long-term rewards. And while we've mentioned avoiding sugar-heavy foods, it's equally important to call out refined carbs. White toast, pancakes made with white flour, sugary muffins, and pastries are often chosen for their comfort and familiarity. But they come with a cost: a blood sugar roller coaster that leaves you more tired than you were before you ate. These foods may momentarily satisfy your taste buds, but they offer very little in terms of real nourishment. Instead of setting your metabolism up for steady energy, they trigger an insulin spike followed by a crash that drags down your focus and your energy. Seniors who eat these types of breakfasts daily often experience brain fog, sluggish digestion, and difficulty managing their weight. Instead, give your body the kind of slow-burning fuel it truly craves. Sweet potatoes, quinoa, buckwheat, and steel-cut oats are carbohydrate options that support energy without creating inflammation or fatigue. These complex carbs digest slowly, providing a steady stream of energy to your brain and muscles while keeping your blood sugar balanced. And when paired with a protein or a healthy fat, they transform into a complete, balanced breakfast that nourishes every system in your body. The best breakfasts are like well-designed blueprints. They build a strong foundation for everything that comes after. Now let's pause and acknowledge something very real. For many people over 70, breakfast has become a routine of convenience. You might be eating what's easiest, what's familiar, or what you've eaten for decades without thinking twice. But your body now has different needs than it did in your 40s or 50s. Your digestion is slower, your immune system more sensitive, your energy more precious. Changing what you eat in the morning isn't just a diet tweak. It's a renewal of your commitment to live fully, vibrantly, and independently for as long as possible. When you eat with intention, you live with intention. The truth is, good health after 70 isn't about huge overhauls. It's about the daily, often invisible decisions that stack up over time. Breakfast is the perfect place to start. You don't need to chase fad diets or complicated routines. You just need to strip away the foods that drain you and replace them with the ones that empower you. That's the quiet secret of the healthiest seniors. They eat to feel good now and to stay strong tomorrow. They aren't chasing weight loss. They're protecting their freedom. Every bite is a declaration. I'm still here, and I still matter. And perhaps the most beautiful part of all this, it's never too late to change. Whether you're 72 or 87, your body will thank you for feeding it well. Your cells will respond. Your energy will lift. Your mood will improve. And yes, your mornings will begin to feel like the start of something promising instead of a battle to get through. Breakfast is the most personal kind of medicine, and the more you align it with your body's natural needs, the more powerfully it will work for you. There is no deadline on self-care, only the choice to begin today. And now we arrive at the heart of it all, something that often gets left out of nutrition discussions, but matters more than any single ingredient. The feeling of being connected to your food. The way it nourishes not just your body, but your spirit. The way a calm, unrushed breakfast can center your entire day. When you're over 70, breakfast should no longer be rushed or skipped. It should be honored. This is not a time for guilt over past choices or confusion over labels. It's a time for mindfulness, for choosing the foods that align with your values, your energy, and your goals for the years ahead. You deserve to begin each day with something that tells your body, I care for you. One of the most important changes seniors can make isn't found in a recipe. It's found in the rhythm of their mornings. A simple routine, repeated with love, has extraordinary power. Waking up slowly, drinking a glass of warm water, stepping out into the morning light, and preparing a balanced breakfast with care, all of these steps signal to your body and brain that you are safe, that this day matters, and that you are still showing up for life. Seniors who protect this quiet time tend to have better mood stability, sharper memory, and fewer stress-related illnesses. It's not about perfection, it's about presence. And while we've talked about what to avoid, like those two sneaky fatigue-causing foods, it's just as crucial to focus on what to embrace. Color, texture, variety, hydration, warmth, joy. Eating breakfast should never feel like a chore or a punishment. It should feel like a ritual of self-respect. Add slices of ripe avocado to your toast, sprinkle cinnamon on your oats, throw a few blueberries into your yogurt. These aren't just food choices. They're signals to your future self that you are investing in your own well-being. And with each meal, you're adding another brick to the foundation of long, joyful living. It's easy, as we age, to believe that our best days are behind us. But I want you to reject that idea entirely. What if your best mornings are still ahead? What if you could feel more energetic at 75 than you did at 55? Simply because you gave your body what it needed instead of what it craved out of habit. There's so much life left to live, and every healthy choice becomes a bridge to that life. Eating well isn't about restriction, it's about liberation. Freedom from fatigue, freedom from discomfort, freedom from the limits we place on ourselves when we don't believe we deserve to feel good. You deserve vibrant mornings. You deserve steady energy, clear focus, and lightness in your body. You deserve breakfasts that fuel rather than drain, that lift rather than lower. And you don't need a chef, a nutrition degree, or an expensive program to make it happen. You just need awareness, a decision, a promise to yourself that each morning matters and that you matter too. Even a single positive change, like replacing processed meat with a boiled egg or swapping sugary cereal for oatmeal, can be the beginning of a whole new chapter. Let that chapter be one of strength and softness, of discipline and delight. Let it be filled with vibrant meals and even more vibrant mornings. This isn't about adding years to your life, It's about adding life to your years. And yes, breakfast is a powerful place to begin. You're not too old. You're not too far gone. You're not too late. Right now is the perfect time to realign with the wisdom of your body and the deeper purpose of your days. The people who live the longest and happiest lives are often not those who ate perfectly, but those who ate with awareness and intention. And when you sit down to breakfast tomorrow morning, I hope you remember this. You're not just eating to get through the day, you are eating to stay in the game, to stay vital, involved, present. Each bite is a declaration of your independence, a stand for your dignity, a signal to your body that you are still invested in its journey. That kind of commitment radiates outward. It shows up in your smile, your walk, your conversations, and it quietly inspires others, children, neighbors, even strangers, to take better care of themselves too. So as you look toward the days and weeks ahead, let breakfast be your anchor. Let it be the one thing you do just for you, before the world demands your attention. Make it colorful. Make it meaningful. Make it something you look forward to. Your health deserves that kind of consistency. Your mornings deserve that kind of grace. And your life? It deserves to be lived fully, brightly, and without apology. At 70, at 80, at 90, because you're still here, still choosing, still growing. And finally, if you found even a moment of clarity or encouragement in these words, consider joining our community here at Healthful Living 60+. This channel is dedicated to empowering seniors with the tools, knowledge, and mindset to live each year stronger than the last. We believe aging isn't something to fear, it's something to master. And we're here to walk that journey with you, one small habit at a time. So keep showing up, keep choosing health, and most of all, keep believing that your best life is still ahead. We're rooting for you every single morning.